Do you know that I bought these Star Wars postcards to frame and hang up somewhere, like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, and I've just never done it? Maybe this should be on my list of merch you shouldn't buy. I mean, basically the merch you never do anything with. Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as IvyWinter. Thank you for joining me for another Disney video. And today I'm going to be talking about 5 Disney Souvenirs merchandise that I do not think is worth the money. I think you should steer clear of these things when you go down there. You don't need them. They're too expensive. They're not worth it. This is me saying save your cash, save your hard-earned cash for something else in that store or a nice meal. Skip these things because it ain't worth it. We're gonna jump right into it, and number 1 are Mickey balloons, or just balloons in general. If you go to Disney World, you're gonna notice balloons everywhere, especially in the Magic Kingdom. You're gonna walk down Main Street, you're gonna see those classic Mickey ear balloons. You might even see some Big Hero 6 balloons. You might see all kinds of different character balloons. And it's not worth buying because, first of all, they're like, I don't know, $10 or over that, something like that. It's a lot of money for a balloon. A lot of money for something that's just blown up by some helium and is only gonna last so long anyway. But unless you are a local, and most people visiting are not, I don't know what you're gonna do with those balloons because they are not gonna allow those on the airplanes. So if you're a local or you drove, and God bless you if you drove, because I know some people drive very, 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 very long hours to get to Disney World. I could never do it. Then maybe, and even then, it's kind of a hazard when you're driving, right? Like, you can't have that up in the back of the car blocking your rear view. It becomes a whole thing. It's a hazard. But they will definitely also not let you have them on the airplane, so you're not going to get these back home. And it's really common that kids especially let these things go and they lose them, or they can get popped, or you just bring them back to the hotel after that first day that you buy them and then you leave it there because you're not going to be like taking the bus with the balloon. I mean, maybe you are, but most people will buy them. You'll enjoy it for a couple of hours. You'll bring it to the hotel, and then you might just leave it in the hotel because you can't get it on the plane, and then there goes like $10 to $12. Number 2, Ponchos. I know they're cute. They're bright yellow. They've got Mickey Mouse on them. They're way too expensive in the parks. Don't do it. Buy a pack of Ponchos on Amazon well before you go. You can get multi-packs for your whole family for like dollars, as opposed to paying the outrageous price of Disney's Ponchos. They are the same quality. You can even get better quality for similar or less price on Amazon. The only difference is like they have Mickey Mouse on them and it says Walt Disney World. And again, that's how they get you, right? You're like, ooh, Mickey, and I'm here and I want to wear that. But chances are you're going to ball it up and toss it out or forget it in the hotel and pretty much never use it at home, because I don't know anyone who just rocks ponchos walking around in their neighborhood. I mean, maybe you do. And if you do, then that's a fine fashion statement. I prefer a raincoat and umbrella personally. And I just think that you can save your money buying them ahead of time rather than wasting money. And man, if you're a family of 4 or 5, we're talking quite a lot of money on those ponchos. 3 is dated merchandise and apparel. And I don't mean dated as in old, though these can feel old, which is why I don't recommend them. But I'm talking about literal dates. I'm talking about you go to the park right now and you get 2018 on your hat and on your t-shirt and all of that. Some people enjoy this. They like it because they collect it. Some people like it because it is their only trip, and so they want to say, like, I went in 2018. That's fine, but I think for the most part they end up being really dated. A lot of people you don't rewear it again. I know obviously it sells well for them because they create it every single year, but I would rather get a dated journal or autograph book or something like that. I think the apparel is hard to rock later on when you've got these dates on them. That's just me personally. Again, I also go a lot, so for me, I'm not tying emotion and memory to a certain year. I can understand it, again, if it's like your first trip ever, or you haven't been in 15 years, you don't know when you're gonna come down again, maybe. But I think you're better off getting like a regular cool Disney shirt that you feel like you would rock more often than something that just says Walt Disney World 2018. Number 4 is giant plush. I think plush in general is a little bit of a waste of money, but you know, again, I don't have kids yet, and so I get it. You're there with your kids and they see a character they love and they want it, and that's cool. But the beauty of Disney is they have plush in all different sizes, and I guarantee you if you get the one that is the size of me, and I'm only 5'2", so those plush really are the size of me. Again, I don't know how you're getting this home. You're either shipping it, which is gonna cost quite a lot because those things are huge, or I don't know, do you buy its own seat on the plane? I'm not really sure how you get the giant plush home. I just don't think that they're worth it. I think that you see them and they're amazing and it's so cool to see, but even if you did get it home, then where the heck do you put it? You're totally gonna have that moment where you walk into your kid's room and you're like, just throw it in the closet, throw it in a corner. We have no idea where we're gonna put this. I mean, those plush can also be like $100. Totally not worth it to me. If you have to buy plush, go for little guys that are squeezable and huggable and lovable and can sit in the stroller. And number 5 is the light up toys that you're gonna see, especially pre-nighttime show. And again, this is because I just think personally they are too expensive there for what they are. You're likely not really gonna play with them again. I'm saying you, but your kids, maybe you like light up toys. I'm not judging. I'm just saying the likelihood of you going home and actually pulling this thing out again is low. Obviously they're better at night, so that kind of limits how often you're gonna be using it. And I think you're better off just going to Target or a store ahead of time if you really wanna have one of these at the park, and get something different for cheaper because they can be very, very expensive. Chances are you're gonna throw that again in a closet, in a drawer, in a corner, and you're gonna forget about it. The batteries are gonna die. You're never gonna remember to buy new batteries for it. Like, I just don't think that it's worth it, no matter how much your kid cries over it. Get them something, I don't know, make them build their own lightsaber. Something cool like that where I can see a kid playing around with a light up lightsaber all the time. So those are 5 souvenirs that I don't really think are worth it when you're down at Disney, but again, this is subjective. You might think that buying a balloon is the best thing ever, and if you disagree with me on any of these points, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear it, love to have a discussion about it. If there are other souvenirs that you just think are the biggest waste of money that I haven't mentioned, you can also let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, then like it. If you like me, you should subscribe because I'm making videos every single week. I also do a live video at least once a month where I hang out and talk to all of you guys. I'm working on some new ideas for new series. So if you want to see all of those things as they come out, you should hit subscribe. And if you never want to miss a video, hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching another video, and I hope you guys truly, truly have a great rest of the day. Bye.